looks like we are live. For those of you tuning in, this is a project where I decided to go homeless. So I landed in the Detroit airport. At this point, it is, I should remember. At this point, it is 53 days ago. I landed with $3 and a tube of chapstick, slept on the streets for 14 days, found a guy that loaned me a truck. From that truck, I was able to start a business and make enough money to buy myself a nice cargo van. Now I have a cargo van, and from there, I'm starting a handyman business. Hopefully, in the next week, I'll start work on getting my maintenance and alterations contractor's license, which will allow me to market licensed and insured, which I also need to get insurance as well. But so that's the basic gist there. Besides for that, this stream, we'll just go over some of my plans going forward. People can throw some questions. Yes, I'm inside a house. This is my friend Dante's house. He's letting me stay the night. I weeded with this guy, Derek, that I met at the gym. We weeded his property all day, and then Dante invited me over for dinner and said I could stay here. So I will stay in the house for the night. So it's very nice, very nice. I'm excited. Also, yeah, hi to Dante. Yeah, Dante's an awesome kid. He's borderline brilliant. He's so smart. Um, you know, blows my mind sometimes. I don't meet somebody that thinks so alike a lot of times. And anyway, yes, yes. Lots of stuff going forward. I found man, I'm tripping out. Oh yeah, I found an apartment. So it will be an apartment. I was thinking about living in a van through the winter, but with the business and trying to get business insurance and things, living in a van is hard because you need a permanent address to. So I needed my Michigan driver's license to get business insurance and insure the stuff in my cargo van, which you guys haven't even seen it. I got a cargo van and set for an apartment. So that's funny. People watching, you're getting spoiler. Dr. Willie 4500, can I get a shout out? Shout out. I think is that a shout out? Minnesota Storm, hello. Hello, sir. If you have any questions, drop them because I'm ready to answer some questions. My trusty 1-gallon work jug. Bonjour. Do you speak French? I do not. I speak English. Central Viper King, hello. Hello, sir. Good to see her. Good to see you here on the stream. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them. I'm ready for some questions. Some exciting developments. I am planning on going to school like halfway through the year. I don't know for sure if that's gonna stay. Is that a Menards box behind you? I have no idea what's in this room. I don't know. Drop out. Magnus Trigger. Drop out of school. Yeah, so I'm planning on going back to school. I don't think I'll be able to get my diploma. I need to do some research into that. But so I don't know exactly what's happening in school. Still, that's all in the works. I gotta figure out if it's a. I gotta figure some stuff out. What's your usual go-to for food, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, yeah, you're welcome to ask any questions. My go-to for food depends on the day, but Chipotle, love it. It's healthy. That's what I go for if I'm looking for a healthy meal. And then also Subway. That's also my other healthy meal option. If I'm looking for just probably my favorite food is honestly probably McDonald's. Tastes the best. And then Little Caesars, a little bit cheaper end. So I hit it based off what I'm feeling. Take oh, I love that. Take the hat off hairline check. I do. I look like a weirdo with just my flat hair. Is that a hairline? I don't know what. What's this? Is just what's the this? Whoa, tripping. I'm tripping. Um, yeah, people saying school's useless. I mean, there's a debate there. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve in life. Um, I don't know. For me, I like the idea. Wow, I must be tired because I'm losing my train of uh thought more than I normally do. Good hairline. Okay, Sam, I appreciate that you support my hairline. Did I eat all my Doritos? No, no. I actually haven't had very many. Depends on the day if I want Doritos. I got some from this guy named Derek for anybody watching. Um, I didn't eat them all. But okay, yeah, so I should go over actually the next steps for my life in general. Business going forward for um the next 6 months, probably with Handyman at least. I'm gonna get licensed and insured. I'm gonna start work on my maintenance and alterations contractor's license probably in the next few days. I'll get started studying for that. 60 hours of studying, and then I gotta take a test. I probably have to pay to get an accredited study course. After I get my contractor's license and I'm insured, and that by that point I'll have a LLC set up. My main focus is just going to be on learning to do repairs and getting better. Um, and from that point, it'll just be picking a few set of repairs that I want to specialize in. It might be drywall, it might be hanging TVs, cleaning gutters, hanging Christmas lights. Specialize in specific ones. It's probably just going to be whatever I enjoy the most. And from there, I'm gonna try to get really skilled in those specific areas, and because of that, I can charge a higher hourly rate, or just charge by the job, and be able to do multiple jobs in a day and make more money. So that's the business plan. Hoping within the next, I'd like to in the next 2 months be at $30 an hour of a basic rate, and probably with a um $30 an hour with basic rate, and then probably some sort of service charge, 15 to $30 per service. And then hopefully within 3 months, I'll be closer to a $40 an hour mark. Um, but it kind of depends on how valuable I feel like how much I'm learning and how valuable I'm gonna be to the customers. So I don't know for sure exactly. I don't know exactly what the business is gonna look like. I just know I want to go in the handyman direction and narrow down from there, and then just continue to build my skill set. And then as far as the personal side, that's what I'll be doing for the business. I'd like to get the business operating on its own and then go back to school, and then in school do some shenanigans. I'll probably keep doing a daily, or not, yeah, I'll probably keep doing a daily vlog. But in school, I have some ideas like 100 days of rejection, where every day I check one thing off the list, and it's where you just purposefully go out and do things to get rejected, to like build up like personal development sort of challenge. Um, and then also potentially some like social engineering. So where I specifically go into school with the intention of uh, gaining influence and power within the social groups. A little bit of a different twist, but it's almost like dark. I watched a video today with Dante, and it was like dark psychology tips. I just thought it'd be fascinating to like apply that in a real way and just see how you can influence a large group of people. I don't know, it's a little bit messed up, kind of awesome though at the same time. Like I don't know, we were joking about building a cult and how interesting it would be to like intentionally put challenge yourself to see if you can build a cult, just because that's not a normal thing, but it's kind of cool to see if you could do it. So anyway, shenanigans sure to happen if I go to school. Um, and I don't know, maybe I'll shut down the channel entirely and just go back to being, I don't know. It just depends. If it seems like I have an audience that wants to continue seeing videos, I might continue that. But that's basically the rundown of what I want the future to look like. Lots of exciting things. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. But let me scroll back and I'll read through some questions if people were asking them while I was going on that rant. Um, okay, take the hat off hairline check. Yeah, we already went through that. How do you determine a second? Good question. I have no idea. Um, do you like reptiles? I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know. I like working and making money. It was funny that you took the chips and left the Bible. Yeah, I had I committed a crime. I accidentally read a few comments. I'm learning. It was like three. So far since I said I stopped reading comments, I've read four comments in total. And some people were burning me for leaving the Bible, but truly I didn't want to throw the Bible away. And like at this point in my life, I don't believe in any religions, and I don't have time to read the Bible and the Quran because I mean I've met Christians in through this project. I've met strong, almost cult-like Baptists, whatever, not meaning to hate on people. I don't know. And then I've met uh, Arab. I don't want to mess this up. I'm really bad with the different things, but Arab, I think, or Muslim. I think Muslim would be it. But I've met a few different religious beliefs between specifically the Muslim and Christian, pretty much opposing, and I've literally had both people preaching to me about how right it is. Anyway, on that, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm not too focused on religion right now. That can be something for when I have more stable footing, or just maybe it's not that important to me right now. Um, you're gonna totally rock the handyman gig. You're so talented, won't have to go to people. Yeah, handyman. That's definitely up my alley of skills. That's why I decided to roll with it. I think in one of the next videos, I talk about why I decided. Actually, it might be the latest video where I talk about my thought process going into choosing the handyman business. Okay. Let's see. Bro is saying school too much. Yeah, I had that one time in last year. I was in my junior year of school. Um, and somebody was just like, "You're saying so much." Like they got like personal or like grossed out by it. And I was like, "Okay, I won't say um and then it's probably not the best communication to say although you see it in big news channels, people will say a lot, so maybe it's okay. I don't know. Let's see. Um you made me dislike the homeless. I don't even know what that means. Do you plan on staying in or near Ann Arbor or move outward? Right now I found a place to stay in Ipsy for 550 a month. I'm planning to move there in 9 days. I just need to get some money put together. McLovin, I know I get told that I think it's the vibes. $30 is way too cheap if it's a small fix. Charge them minimum. Mine in Montana charges a minimum of 100. Yeah, so you're referring to the handyman. I mean, just starting out, I just want my calendar booked for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then from there I'll start increasing my rates if I have more work than I can handle. Okay, yeah, lots of religious. Well, I'm trying to pull, uh, reading through the comments to get caught up. High school in Ipsy sounds not as good as Ann Arbor. Yeah, it's probably not. I would like to be in Ann Arbor if possible, or I don't think Ipsy is probably not my preferred location to go to school, but um just depends. I mean, I don't know if with a Ipsy address if I can go in Ann Arbor. I need to look into it more. Oh, check out MSU. East Lansing is way more affordable than Ann Arbor. I'm not talking about college. I'm going back to high school. Finish my high school year. I don't think that would have any price indications. What pop in? What state is that? I'm in Michigan. You are a responsible boy. Th Thank you. That means a lot. Oh, just do your GED then. Get your GED. It's okay, guys. Take a deep breath. I'm probably gonna make $5,000 this month. I can tell you, I've made $4,400 this month. Although minus taxes, then it's like I'll make about $4,000 this month, um, cash. So it's not like I need a diploma to make enough to live on. Literally. Sup Ben? Sup Larry Woods? That's my gangster chin nod. What do you do at the gym, sir? I work out. Um, Actually at the gym, I shower, I work out. Sometimes I edit video. Good money, but that's not great these days, factoring in retirement savings and healthcare. Yeah, 4K a month. I mean, but we're talking, this is my second month. My first month, I slept on the streets for 15 days. Like, this is my second month in a new city starting from absolutely nothing. So I should be able to work up from 4K pretty quickly. Um, that's what I think. Just seems like based off the evidence, I would be able to. What if you have a health issue? Do you have medical insurance? I know, weird question. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out because it changes what type of insurance I need. In Michigan, if you don't have health insurance, you need different, more expensive insurance or an additional. I think it covers personal injury. Um, my dad says I'm on his plan, and he said I am covered. So I just talked to him recently. So I think I'm covered on insurance. So yeah, not exactly starting from zero, I guess, with insurance. And I had a phone. In the future, I could potentially do a project where I literally start from absolutely nothing. That would be kind of wild. Where no phone, no glasses, you know, probably a shirt and pants, no shoes. That would be the next step up. What? What's even happening? There's some weird comments. Let's see. Why's there's just a ton of trolls. Just tuned in. Where are you sitting? I'm in my good friend Dante's house. I did a weeding job with him all day today, or not with him, for him, I should say. I did a weeding job for his dad specifically. He's 15, and he was like, "Do you want to stay the night, Ben?" And then so I ate dinner with them. I love Dante's awesome. I gotta get him on a stream one day. I don't know what we'll talk about, but like we talk about some interesting stuff. We went in deep into social manipulation um, in the last like 2 hours, just talking about how you can influence people. But let me run an actual example of what he told me. So he told me, I don't want to get too specific just in case somebody who knows finds it. But basically, he was talking about listening to the details of what people are talking about, and they'll tell you what they value. And he was like, yeah, this lady said she really liked strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries. So he was like, and this lady was in charge of something he needed. Um, so he needed basically effectively a resource from this lady. And I'm trying to keep it vague just in case somebody he would know would find it. But anyway, and so he was like, I'm gonna pick up a chocolate covered strawberry and bring it as a gift. And then from now on, now that lady loves him because he listened and overheard that she likes chocolate covered strawberries. And it's just a social manipulation tactic, which kind of sounds bad when you phrase it like that. But you could also say social influence too. Um, are you sped? I don't know what that means. I probably don't want to know what that means. What kind of church did Dante bring you to? I didn't go to church with Dante. I went to church with Derek, a guy I met at the gym. And that was last Sunday, but it was a Baptist church, I believe. Oh, SPED being special education. Oh, uh, I am. I think that's probably accurate. I probably am SPED. Special education, yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably. Who's this? Let's do this. Trying to remember how to block people. What exercises do you do at the gym? We need you to bulk. Yeah, dude. So I was here with Dante and he had another friend over. Um, his other friend is also kind of jacked. And I pulled my shirt off and was like, let's have a jack off. That sounds terrible. Let's have a who's more jacked showdown. And then Dante would be the judge. But anyway, I pulled my shirt off, and then the Dante's other friend had to go before we could do it. But I was ready to have a jacked showdown. Um, exercises I do at the gym though. I completely missed your question there. What exercises do I do at the gym? Mostly calisthenics, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, planks, sit-ups. A lot of those would list a lot of it. Ben, if you could vote, would you vote for Trump or Harris? I will be able to vote for the upcoming election. My birthday's in a month. I will not vote. I would rather just build an audience to like 10,000, make a post, and have 1,000 votes. I'd rather save my brain energy and apply it somewhere that I can actually gain more influence through. But honestly, right now, really, uh, I'm not really too concerned with the elections. I just got other stuff to think about. What is chat filter? There's a lot of random. Why are people? What's the? Why are people like trolling in the the comments? I don't really understand that. Let's see. How do I hide the users? Okay, cool. Are you actually homeless? Sorry if that's a man question. Um, mean maybe. Sorry if that's a mean question. No, I mean, I'm sleeping out of a van. I don't know if that counts as homeless, and I'll be sleeping out of the van for the next 8 days until I move into an apartment that I found through Facebook Marketplace. Um, I decided I needed an apartment to get a Michigan driver's license and proceed forward with my business endeavors. And it's like 550 a month. So I'll probably stop calling the project going homeless in Michigan once I get an apartment, because at that point I'm just gonna be a broke young guy trying to start a life, which and not exactly homeless anymore. But I did sleep on the streets for 14 days when I first started the project. If you look back, I don't know how familiar you are with the videos. Those are great exercises when you feel comfortable enough. You should do bench press, squats, deadlifts. Yeah, I do bench press. I haven't done many squats. I haven't done many deadlifts. I have done some squatting in the past, but typically mostly um, the exercises I mentioned earlier. Actually, I do run. I run a fair amount as well. What's the craziest thing you've done on YouTube? If you're talking to me, just this project. Do you know what narcissistic personality disorder is? I'm legit, not trolling, just trying to expand your mind. No, I mean, feel free to leave a more detailed explanation with the context to that. Are you talking about when I referred to manipulating people? I mean, it's, I think genuinely gaining influence can look like manipulation, but there's strings to be pulled. And if you learn what the strings are, I think as long as you're not causing like damage to people, it's probably not going to be a big deal. But I don't know what context you're coming from with that question. I've binge watched all your videos. Good to hear. Good to hear. We want to return to the camping era. Best era. No, it sucked. It sucked. It was a bad era. The van is good, okay? Don't hate. Don't tell me to go back camping. I subbed. Hope that helps a little. I'm from Canada. I've had to make do with very little too, and came very close to losing a roof over my head. You're very brave, and I'm sending love and blessings. Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of, yeah, it's hard. A lot of people struggle. I think just remember, even if you do lose the roof over your head, you can still make it. I would, from real advice, I would try to not go below a car. If do whatever you have to do to keep a vehicle with wheels moving on the road. Like I've lived out of a van for the last month, or a vehicle for the last month, and it's been way better than sleeping on the streets. So, but I don't know. Hopefully, you're in a better position now. Oh, poison ivy on my arms. Boom. I hope you outgrow your single-minded pursuit of money. Relationships matter more. That's how most people feel when they're near death. I mean, it's not really just about money, but I know what you mean. I mean, I've been through the conversation with my parents and other random people, but I mean, I just want certain things from life, and I'm willing to make sacrifices. Uh, and it makes sense. You know, we're not going to want the same things. You're sitting there, and I think we need people in the world of all sorts of different types. We need people that are not going to focus on money, and we need people who are going to focus on money and making big changes in the world to help push things forward. And I'd like to be somebody who it is focused on making the big changes. And I think we need all, like, both of those people are critical to society. And I don't even think one role is better or more important than the other. Because if everybody was just trying to do big things, nobody would be, we wouldn't have good support systems. We wouldn't have like normal members of society. We'd all just be capitalistic fiends. So I think a balance is important. But for me, I really think my role is to do something big and not to screw people over, but to help people. But with that, it's a lot of discipline and focus on making money and figuring out how to solve problems. Yes, that was just a phase for me. I have my own apartment now and a well-paying job. Good. Yeah, that's, I've seen that a lot where it's a phase, and as long as like build up an emergency fund, follow Dave Ramsey, get some of those things in place, and you'll never have to worry about not having a place to stay. How far ahead is your upload schedule? I've been bad with uploads lately. It's been really hard. I just haven't been prioritizing it. Um, it's been bad, but it's far ahead right now. It's like 4 days or something. I'm gonna edit 2 videos tomorrow. I don't have any paid work scheduled tomorrow. That was done intentionally. I wanted to have a day set aside to do business tasks and potentially rest. So hopefully I'll get 2 out tomorrow and catch up a little bit. Wow. Um, what are your parents like? Your dad seemed cool. Yeah, parents are pretty cool, pretty great, very supportive, which is awesome. I think. Be not it'd be hard to find parents that are supportive of their kid doing such a wild experiment, but I'm very fortunate. I think all of it's weird. I haven't had as many trolls in the I haven't had as many trolls in my trolls in my chat before as there is right now, and I'm like tripping out trying to figure out how to just block them. If people are gonna troll, by the way, I'll just remove you from the channel, and it's not gonna be a. I don't do a timeout. Just remove you. Once and done. My life's too short to care. Can you tell a joke that will make you laugh? On command jokes. I've thought about doing some like stand-up comedian practice. I mean, I don't know of an actual situation, but school's a good place to get a bunch of eye on me to do some like dumb stuff and just train being looked at like a weirdo. It's a skill that I've wanted to develop. Being able to try some cortisone on the poison ivy. There's also called a product called Ivy Dry at Meyer. It's $10, but feels so good on poison ivy. Good. Yeah, good to know. I tried cortisone already, and I have some spray on poison ivy calamine lotion, calamine cream. I think my arm's getting better. It's still like a pretty aggressive rash, but I think, and then I think it's getting slowly get better now. You have tism, right? You go having awkward conversations with people. It's possible I have some sort of autism or something. I've always felt like that would be a possibility just because I do think quite a bit different than most people. But on the same token, this is just a stream and it might not be. I might not communicate the exact same with the audience as I would someone in real life. Most people, I don't know, most people are chill. Most people, I don't think most people walk away talking from me thinking I'm autistic. Where am I? I am in my good friend's house, Dante. He had his dad had me weed the property. And then I invited this guy Derek that I met at the gym a while ago. He's actually a pretty good guy. I invited him to weed here. Actually, he told me I didn't need to pay him because I mentioned that I'm trying to save up enough money to rent October 1st. So October 1st, the project will be over. If I move in October 1st and stay the night, I'm gonna end the project. So that's exciting. That means I'm free to do pretty much whatever from there. Which I'll probably still post videos, but honestly, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen there. I know the comments are talking shit on you about not having life experience, but you really don't. This is legit, not a hate comment. You are just coming from experience, which only comes from living. Or they are just. I mean, I'm 17. You can only have so much life experience. I feel like sleeping on the streets for 2 weeks helped me. This process has helped me gain some life experience a little quicker, but still, of course, another decade, bro. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna be the same person. I'm gonna have so much more experience, which I'm excited. Ben, why are you adorable? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Where am I? I'm at my good friend Dante's house for the night. He invited me to stay. Wash the poison ivy oil with Dawn soap and water. Yeah, but you have to know when it gets on you, and I don't know how to tell when it gets on me. It just shows because it can show up days later. Yeah, this is oh sweet. It is. I can see the rash. It's getting better. It's fading. I think I only got like 3 more days of the itch. Quinn, hello sir. How are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Um we're whoa. I'm good. Tripping out, but good. Let's see. Where did I see this? I thought that was a good question. Oh yeah. What specific things are you doing to achieve your goals? Yes, good. Working on my contractor's license. I guess I'm not technically doing that, but I will do so. Hopefully, get the ball rolling on that tomorrow. Getting the van properly insured. I already lined up an apartment for the beginning of October. I need to book out my schedule so I can get enough money for rent put together. It's 550 a month, which is, not too bad. I need to walk the lady's dog as like a part of the rent deal. So, anyway, apartment will be sick. After that, looking at some of the things to do with the handyman business, keep working jobs, building out the tool set, keep learning how to market, sell, and actually perform the repairs. Uh, and then, there's some more to it, but I've explained that already for everyone else watching. Hope you the best, man. I've been there. I just hope you figure it out faster than you did Cal the 14th. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what your experience is. If you're comfortable sharing, you're welcome to put it in the comments and I'll read it out. Did you know Dante before the project? I met Dante on Discord like 2 years ago. So I did know him. He was the only person that I knew coming in, and we didn't meet until I think it was day 45 or something. I met him a few days ago. Um, yeah, Dante's a Dante's a cool guy. I'm excited to hang out with him, like just normally as a friend. It was part of the reason, like a lot of people ask me why I chose Michigan. Part of it was because I was like, wow, cool to say hi to Dante in person. And so here we are, and I said hi to him, so that's cool. Guy, hi, who are you? I'm a random kid that decided to go homeless 52 days ago. I think that's right, 52 days. I already did the math on this, but September 22, 53 days ago. Slept 14 days on the streets. Found a guy that loaned me a truck for a month. In a month, I was able to get enough money to buy a van. I found a place to stay, and in 9 days, October 1st, I should be staying in an apartment, which I'll officially end the project that is called Going Homeless in Michigan. Go work on a farm, bro. You'll learn so much and how to take care of yourself. I don't know what that means. I mean, I could work on a farm. I had a good friend for like when I was younger that had a farm that I did some work on. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I know a little bit of the drill with the farm stuff. I don't know. I don't know what exactly the plan forward is. I looked up your channel and you're actually doing this homeless thing as an experiment. You're not actually struggling. Yeah, that's on point. Um, I mean, I actually struggled, but it is a project by choice. So yeah, definitely anybody that's vlogging their experience struggling should probably stop vlogging and figure out how to improve their situation. I don't know. That's just my personal taste, my personal opinion. But yeah, this is totally just uh I didn't have to, I'm not being forced into this position, I should say. It's still hard, but like I'm not being forced into it. Wow, Quinn, 17 is young and you have plenty of time to grow life experience. Yes, I understand. Um, yeah, seems people were kind enough to help you. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be where I am if Caleb is the guy who loaned me the truck for just over a month. I wouldn't be where I am without him helping. I truly wouldn't. Just a young person that I thought I had all the time in the world, and then it passed me by while chasing the bag. Now I have money, but it doesn't matter. I sacrificed all my relationships. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Cal the 14th. I mean, I think how much money do you have? I'm shooting for. Well, it depends on your perspective. Like to be honest, if you were happy chasing the money, and then you had like 6 months of regret when you're old, most of your life you were happy and you have some regret at the end of it. It's not the end of the world if you were happy for most of it. That seems pretty good. If you hated your life and you were chasing money, and then you got to the end and you hated your life because you regretted chasing money, that's not very good. I'm most happy when I'm chasing money and when I'm chasing success and bettering myself. I can tell you because I didn't chase success and didn't chase money for a while. And I just genuinely feel better. I feel more like I'm I have a purpose. And it's a self-ascribed purpose. And so that's my perspective on it. Of course, it's not worth selling your soul for money and like throwing ethics out the window and I'm gonna scam people and et cetera, et cetera. But for me, it's something that I really value and I expect to keep pursuing. You mentioned specializing more in your work. That's a good idea in my opinion, but seek external certification in whatever that is. I mean, yeah, so the reason to specialize is to develop a um, higher degree of skill in a narrow range of repairs. So it might be like drywall repairs or flooring or trim or framing or siding. Uh, because once I can get really good at it, I can sell it for a higher price because I'm a professional and then also perform the work faster and be able to make more per hour. The external certification, I think once I say I'm licensed, it'll probably be enough at that point. If I actually want the education from pursuing other certifications, then I might do that. Lost loved ones while I was in my own head. Can't get that time back with them. Yeah, I mean, I considered what it would be like if I lost like my parents or something while on the project, and I don't think I would have regretted the project. Just because it's not like I mean, you might have regrets even if you spent time with them and weren't chasing money. You might still have regrets about how you treated them and whatever. And I don't think there's I don't know. I just what's right for you. It doesn't have to be what's right for me. And it I, I might have to learn some hard lessons. I might have some regrets, but just giving an example, like I got scammed for $300 when I first started this project. It was like day 14 or something. It was my first $300. I worked all week to get it. I thought the guy was going to give me a place to stay. I gave him money without seeing it. He took every cent I had. It sucked, but the next day I was like back to work. And I learned a very valuable lesson from that. And I know that you don't get a redo, but like I also believe that anything that hard comes my way, I can figure out, even if it's the loss of a loved one, because realistically, that's going to happen no matter what you do. It's going to happen eventually. Someone you love is going to die, whether it be an animal or a person. These hard things are going to happen, and you have to be able to overcome it. And yeah, I just think what's right for you might not be right for me, and that's all going back to this your comment on maybe don't obsess about money over everything else. Brother, why is your skin so greasy? I I don't know. I don't know. How awful he's your $300 the swindler. Yeah, dude. Bro, I learned some stuff from that man, that scammer. Um, like charisma, because like he convinced me that he was my friend in our because I met him in person at a coffee shop, and he convinced me I was his friend. Uh, and he was able to scam me. Not that I'm trying to scam people, but like the charisma part, I think is interesting to look at, like how he approached it and was able to convince me. And then not just learning from his act, what he was doing, but learning from myself and being like, whoa, you're desperate. And being desperate kind of makes you an idiot. How do I feel about my viewership so far? Bro, that's a great question. I mean, it's hard. I don't know how I feel. I feel like I got too tangled up in what people think. I might still be tangled up in it. I feel like my audience isn't quite as much I would like a more self-improvement oriented audience. I don't know why there's so many trolls in the comment section, but I'd like to focus more on business, getting better, self-improvement, gaining influence, gaining material success, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm 50-50. I'm surprised about the amount of critique. Like my videos get people just like me. Was offered a Bible by my friend Derek, and I told him my reasons. Like I don't see myself being convinced, and I have a Bible on my phone, and I don't want to take this Bible and throw it away in a year or whatever when I'm moving around. And then I happened to see a comment. It was just like somebody freaking out that I didn't take the Bible. Bro, you can set that Bible in your truck. You have room for it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't take the Bible. No, I'm not really sorry. I don't really care. I just didn't take the Bible. I have my own reasons. I do my own thing. Um, so the critique on the channel has been something that I have had to learn how to handle. And at this point, I just don't really read the comments, except for live streams. That's where if people want to interact, live streams are the place to do it. Can you please give a shout out to everyone in the Midwest? Everyone in the Midwest, shout out. I don't know what a shout out means, but yes, I can. I will. Where am I right now? I'm in my good friend Dante's house. I waited for him or for his dad today, and then they invited me over for dinner and said I could stay the night. So I'll stay the night here, and I'll be back in the van tomorrow. You seem like a smart guy. I like to think so. I like to think so. What? Calm down, comments. Don't yawn yet. It's 4:54 over here. You're very polite. Yeah, it's actually never mind. Never mind. Um what are your winter plans? Keep doing the handyman business. I don't know if I think I edited a video because the videos are a little behind, but starting a handyman business. I'll just keep doing that. I should have an apartment October 1st. I found one on Facebook. I gotta walk the lady's dog. But besides for that, she seems chill. Go to school. I'd like to go back to school. Those are the two big ones. Smoke meth for us. Like, what is that even? Why are you even commenting that? So, bro does still see the comments still. Yeah, so it's like I'm getting critiqued for reading the. Yeah. No, I had a. Whatever. I'm not gonna just. What do I do for a living? I have been doing mostly landscaping, getting into more handyman repairs, in-home repairs, fixing stuff that's mounted in your drywall, using bad drywall mounts. I have a trim carpentry job coming up, so lots of things. Want to hear a joke? I do. I do want to hear a joke. It is better not to take the Bible than to throw it in the trash a week later, like you said in the video. Yeah. Um, just being, I wanted to be real with Derek. The polite thing is to take the Bible. That's like the typical polite thing, but it's like, bro, I'm not gonna read this. I have it on my phone if I wanted to read it. If I take it, I'm gonna set it in my truck and I'm gonna keep shifting it around for like 6 months until it's far enough disconnected from our experiences that I'll just throw it in the trash. That's why I didn't take the Bible. And I don't need to justify that to anyone. Van? Yes. Yes, I got a van. Picked that sucker up yesterday. The video will be coming out in a couple days. It's it's um it's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy. Oh, what do you call a 100-year-old black man? Antique farming equipment. That's super racist. That's super racist. Um, Thoughts on Andrew Tate? I mean, I don't necessarily love the way he preaches. I think there's some I think there's probably some toxic elements to it. On the other hand, I like the being a strong man and like not getting caught up in the suck of it all. Like embrace the suck, be a strong man. Even if you're tired, go work out. Some of those things, I like the hardcore mentality like that. But on the other hand, quite controversial. Um, I find it interesting he's become so famous. I don't know if he's still still as popular, but I find it interesting. He's made a lot of money off media, so I thought that's kind of interesting. How's the truck? The truck is back in Caleb's hands. I do not have the truck anymore because I picked up a van. You'll be seeing it in a few days here. Um, Go to church, you're a dummy. That's gonna convince me, bro. But yeah. Um, and that's part of like, it's easy to just get caught up in what people are saying. And I don't know why I have so many. I don't want to have to filter all these comments. If you're trolling, I don't understand. Why am I luring trolls in? Doesn't seem like this would be something that I would. Doesn't seem like this would be something that would lure trolls in. Maybe like a gaming channel where you're just screaming. But do you got a girlfriend? No, I don't. I would like to achieve success with girls at some point. Man's eyebrow game is wild. I have some skill with that. Oh my, nice. If you end up on the west side of Michigan, I got you. GR, Grand Haven are sick. Appreciate it, Cal the 14th. bro, if you're actually serious about having millions and having some regrets, I would love to read an email if you just wanted to compose like your experience and like just put a bullet point of your biggest lesson in all your success. I mean, millions by 30 is pretty successful, and I would love to hear the perspective of somebody who is really focused on money. And I think you probably have some interesting thoughts on that. What kind of van? It's a Chevy Express G 2500. What do I do for a living? I started out doing landscaping and weeding. I could do that while I was living on the streets. I've made about, at this point, close to 5,500 doing that, but now I'm shifting more into in-home repairs, fixing stuff in people's houses for them. How does my mom feel about this experiment? No disrespect, but I'm kind of old enough to be your mom and a little worried for you not being rude. Yeah, I mean, you're good. You can just ask your question. It's not. I might be a little bit more sensitive than I should be, but anyway, my mom's. I'm sure she's a little bit worried, but like overall supportive. I haven't gotten any unsupportive vibes, which I really appreciate that from them. I think it would burn a bridge if they weren't supportive. I mean, they could be. They wouldn't have to be. If they, oh my goodness, that was a intense young. Ugh. If they were neutral about it, I would be okay. If they were unsupportive, that would burn some bridges. But they are supportive, which I really appreciate. Not a troll, just have huge nostrils. Okay, thank you. Dude is a real McLovin, bro. I've heard that so many times. I heard that in school. I must put down those vibes. The eyebrow flexing is effing wild. My man knows he got brow game on lock. Dude, that's crazy. Money is the devil. See, that's a clear. Never mind. Trolls are everywhere. It's nothing you're doing. Yeah, fair enough. I just figured. I don't know. I figured I would probably. I don't know. I'd like to have more of a self. I don't know. Yeah, I guess trolls are probably just part of the process. You got the van. I did get the van. How did you get insurance for the van? I talked to one of my weeding customers, just a random person that was happy with my work. I was like, hey, can I put your address on my insurance for the van? So I just had to call them. I was able to link the payment to my savings account. So they took it out of my account. They used the address that I gave them from this weeding client. It was like $260, and I'm insured for a month. Love watching you from the Ann Arbor area. Just wanted to let you know there are many car washes around here that you let you use the vacuums for free. I saw somewhere that said free vacuums. Money is the devil. I own an MSP. I will not say it requires a deep knowledge of MSP. Manufacturer. I don't know what that stands for. Deep knowledge of technology. Interesting. Cal the 14th. What I would challenge you to is there's lots of people who make a lot of money, get old, and don't regret making money. My grandpa, for example, net worth of probably 9 or 10 million, doesn't regret working hard. Like, he worked really hard to get his money, but has literally no regrets. So I don't think it can't just be proof. There's many ways to go about it. McLovin is the OG legend, bro. Boom. I appreciate it. I love that you. I love it. I love it. I can be. I'll be OG then. I can be McLovin. Managed MSP, managed service provider. I missed the beginning. Are you in a room or the van? I am in a room. I'm at my good friend's Dante's house. Um, I weeded all day today for him, or not all day, but for a few hours for him with Derek, and then he was like, "You can stay for the dinner and stay the night here." So I'll be back in the van tomorrow. Is it past Dante's bedtime? Yeah, it's past Dante's bedtime. It's past my bedtime. It's 12:07. I should go to sleep pretty soon, but I don't have work scheduled tomorrow, so honestly, not really loving that because I'm not gonna make any money. But Vagrant does similar stuff to you. He camps out in bushes like you did in the start. Yeah, yeah. A day off will be good for you, though. I have a lot of energy right now. If I have a lot of energy, I can work. I don't know. I try to push it as far close to burnout as I can without burning out. Do some research on your business. That's what I plan on doing. So you're right. What kind of hat is that? I have the $7 um, Walmart hat. I think it was like $7 to $10. Um, oh, I'm getting tired. I'll probably wrap the stream up here pretty soon. Rest is good for the body. Yeah. Am I related to Caleb? No, but Caleb's good. Caleb's an awesome guy. He's sweet. Yeah, he without him I wouldn't have been able to make nearly as much progress. I got lucky with him seeing me. Um, yeah, great guy. Unfortunately, he himself is struggling, and it's not something. Yeah, he's got to learn how to spend his money, and I think if I could, I would help him with anything I can. But is the Ranger still running? And going back to Caleb, yeah. So the Ranger is running good. It's got it's got all its problems when I picked it up. I mean, I fixed some stuff on it, but back to Caleb. He's got it now. And then I got a van as well, so I don't need the Ranger anymore. If you're looking for a side hustle, you can go to Target and rummage through their electronics bins to find free phones, which you can sell for parts. Yeah, hoping to stay focused on business and not as much random side hustle monies. How old were you when you smoked meth for the first time? Uh, one time I think I just took a big hit of life. Okay, I don't know. That's not even funny. Um, your riff rack was clever. Yeah, I hope to do some more building. Lots of building. Wow, 14th. I appreciate it. Appreciate the donations. Um, I don't know what to say. Have a good night. You too, sir. You never told us you were posted on the 96.3 The Blaze. What does that mean? ACME Gaming. How are you, Ben? Good. I'm good. Um, good. I have tomorrow off. I'm gonna do a lot of business work, but probably business work, catch up on some videos. It's been a good day today. Hung out with Dante, my good friend. Um, yeah. EE in San Diego rooting for you. Sweet, dude. I appreciate it. Josh Grego. What's EE mean? 96.3 is a radio station. Really? How do I get in contact with it? Wait, so actually, when was that? If that's actually a thing, you should post. Like, I don't know how to get in contact with that, but if there's like a recording or something, um, Blaze in Missoula, really? That's awesome. I'll look into that. That's kind of cool. I mean, I kind of expected the project to go viral, um, potentially after I'm done with it too, because I'm wrapping up. I'm gonna end the project probably in. I mean, I think it makes sense to end it when I have an apartment. Uh, Makes sense to end the project once I have an apartment and 2 months of rent. The 96.3, the Blaze in Missoula. Interesting. Will you invest in real estate in the future? Yeah, it's right up the alley for a handyman business. Um, I'll be learning a lot of property skills just doing my own maintenance. It's probably a good skill set for flipping properties. So that could be really cool. Is the van in need of work or in good condition? Great question. Um, Way better than the truck, way less sketchy. My goodness, I'm just like, it gets me fired up to think about having a van. This project has been stressful. Um, let's turn off notifications so I'm not bringing you guys up. But yes, what was it? Oh yeah, van's pretty good, pretty decent condition. I'm happy with it. It's needs a little bit of exhaust work. I need to put the connect the air intake to the engine. There's a very small power steering leak, fluid leak, I believe. Seatbelt, there's a bunch of little broken things. It was $2,000, so not perfect. Hoping in the next 6 to 8 months to upgrade to a van closer to the $10,000 range that has less issues. Willow Krister, hi, hello. Hi, good to see you, Willow. Mexer, Mexercist. Hi, Ben, how are you? I'm very good. It's been a good day. It would make sense not to stop after an apartment. People like to see progress every day. We want to see you build a company, your daily life. Um, yeah, I mean, I like the idea too. I like the idea of building that, and I maybe as I progress and stuff, I would have more time. I wish there was more I could do to refine the content creating process so that um so that it doesn't take as much time to do everything because I just don't have that very much time. That's my biggest limiting factor. I want to push the business forward. My basic philosophy is how can I cut everything that is not moving the business forward? How can I cut it out of my life? Um, and that's how I'm going to move quicker. And so content's one of those things, but on the other hand, I like the idea of growing an audience and being able to keep people updated on things. So I do plan on continuing to do the videos. I'm your number one biggest fan. I watch all your videos. Awesome, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good to see you here. I would like to see you continue even after you get an apartment. Just make a new goal. I think you'll go far, and I want to see it. Yeah. Um, I was thinking it would be cool to just do the handyman business until I make 100K. Could be a potential video idea. 100 Days of Rejection. That would be another video series. Not sure what else. Throw some, if people want, you're welcome to throw some ideas out. Send me an email if you have some ideas on channel challenges. It's hard. I mean, if I see something that I find pretty exciting, then I'll pursue it and keep making videos. Hope it has good tires, batteries, so it's important for winter. Yeah, I mean, both of those I can get new ones pretty easy. Batteries, slap it in, a couple $100, maybe like 150 to 200. New tires, I can find some used on Marketplace, probably 50 to 150 bucks. I can get a decent set. How's being homeless? Sucks. Sucks. But it's fun to progress and get a van and level up and meet people and learn. Homeless to 50K or something, I would put a number on it. Could be cool. If you come across a used lawnmower for sale, I may be interested. I'll pay you a finder's fee and pick it up. You could probably find it pretty easy on your own on Facebook or Nextdoor. How do I find jobs like you? It's a good question. Nextdoor, send a lot of messages. A lot of people are going to ignore you. Some people won't. Figure out how to make a message that people respond to. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I really don't want you to be successful. I'm just thinking as a parent, but I must respect your choices. That's weird. I don't even know what you're saying. Do I like bed bugs? No, don't have bed bugs. I just have a lot of poison ivy. My bed does not have bed bugs. I was impressed you managed to rent the rototiller, as it seems like the rental company had some reluctance. Not They were almost at one point. The guy said you're gonna have to come back with a bigger deposit or a credit card. But I didn't take no as an answer. I was just like, just what I did is I was running through some different options in my mind because I didn't view canceling as a good option. So I was like, I could make a next door post, hustle it, pick it up. And so I sat in the lobby, like scrolling on my phone, and they got to sit there and kind of see me for a little while. And I think it played on their heartstrings a little bit, and they decided to rent it to me. Um, and they rented a smaller version than what I was trying to get because it's cheaper. So they uh they ended up being chill. I'm excited. Good negotiation skills, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to. That's what I try. And the only reason they were hesitant is because they wanted it returned in good condition, and I knew I could return it in good condition. Hey Ben, been watching your videos since the beginning, off and on. Love from Michigan, bro. Where are you staying now? Don't name the specific place, obviously city. Um, yeah, I'm south of Ann Arbor at my good friend Dante's house. I met him online like 2 years ago, and I was like, wow, it'd be cool to fly down and see you in person. And that's honestly what initially started the idea for the project, is I wanted to move to Michigan to say hi to Dante. Um, and from there, I was like, well, I guess I could, do some YouTube videos. And then we were thinking about what would be cool for YouTube, and I was like, well, kind of cool to start from nothing. And then I also thought it would, obviously the self development aspects too. It's like I've almost shifted. Like YouTube's been a thought throughout the whole thing, but not necessarily the biggest thought. I think the self development itself is just pretty cool. Yeah, we were just online friends, me and Dante, for a few years. Um, yeah, EBT card. Is your EBT card busted? I don't know what an EBT card is. Does that have to do with weed? Somebody can let me know. I don't know what that means. I'm a parent too, and I'm impressed with his work ethic. Yeah, I mean, it's also I try not to, but it can be easy to like be over dramatic with how hard I'm working. There's other people that work harder than me, so I might be, I don't know. View it is like 10% inflated. How do you guys meet online? Oh, and that's kind of a cool story. He had a YouTube channel where he was posting every day, like 2 years ago. So he was pretty young, 13, I think, at the time. Oh, EBT is food benefits. For them, look up. I don't know. I didn't qualify for food benefits my first month, which there's some like ethical concerns with that. But bro, I was hungry and cooked in the sun. And so I called just to see, because like I think legally you can do that too. Um, but yet they were like, you make too much money, and I'm like, I've been sleeping on the streets for 14 days. How do I make more money? Like, who is this actually helping? Because it seems like anybody that's trying to work will make way more money than they can qualify, way more money than they'd be able to qualify for food benefits. Um, but no, so I don't have food benefits. But anyway, I met Dante online. He had a YouTube channel. I saw him and I was like, dude, wait, what the heck? This guy's 13 and he's talking like he's 27 because he was just talking about some really advanced concepts for his age. He's still talking about it. He's 15 now. He's the only person that I've met and felt like, well, he might be smarter than me. So it's been cool. I sent him a message on, I think I sent him an email, and then we got connected with Discord, and we talked we've talked on and off for the last 2 years. Yeah, I Ann Arbor. Yeah, he didn't understand me. Yeah, I must have just misunderstood that. Sorry, not my intention. Most people work 8 to 10 hours a day. Yeah, I mean, but like really looking at my actual work per day, if you don't factor in showers and like doing my main like taking care of myself, filling gas, eating, it probably is like 8 to 10 hours a day. So it's actually not that crazy. It's just in between all that, there's other stuff that needs to happen. Yeah, it's for very poor people, but how like I don't know, the income bracket would be so low. It for food stamps, if you have too much money in the bank, you won't be eligible. It's not based on what you make. It's also how much money is in your account. Well, I don't need it now. Um, I mean, I made, I'm gonna make 4,000 this month, about 4,000 after tax. So I don't really need food stamps. It was just the first days it was really when I was first really struggling. Like, that's the thing. People discredit the struggle, but like, okay, I am choosing to do the project, but the struggle is real. The pain is real. I mean, from my experience, how am I going to set up the van? They're expensive, but Milwaukee packouts are so super slick for tools. Yeah, I was thinking a wall of DeWalt tools and then a charging station to charge while I'm driving, so my batteries will always be topped up. Um, I did. I could find somebody that's selling all their business stuff and has a bunch of Milwaukee packouts that I could maybe get for cheaper. I mentioned in a video that I intend to buy new stuff. That's changed a little bit because I'm recognizing some of the other business expenses. I think I'd be better off getting a more budget tool set, saving more money for insurance, and I'm gonna need a good CRM, customer relationship management software, basically to manage all the customers and build a database and things. Um, and then potentially get into paid ads, lots of different stuff. So I'm probably not going to go with a new tool set. I'll probably build a used tool fleet. I mean, I don't know for sure. It probably is going to make sense to go with used. Uh, anyway, so I don't exactly know how I'm going to set up the van yet. I'm saving all my money for rent for October, so I'm not gonna have much money to invest in that this second. I I might just try to limp buy the van, like not put necessarily a ton of effort into decking it out right until I'm ready to buy the newer one that's like $10,000. Um, and then that one I'll deck out more permanently with a better tool set. So that's my thought process there. But I gotta go to bed. It's getting late. I'm tired. It's been a good stream. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Will I have a roommate at the apartment? Yep. But all right, everyone, sleep well.